Good afternoon, dear students. Last time we were doing this one. We did the element, then symbols. Okay, so today we will be continuing with symbol. So, what is symbol? Symbol is short name of an element. Short name of an element. So why we have to give symbol to an element? So that we can write chemical reaction easily, so that we can write the element or its molecule in a very simple way, so that we can save our time or space. Okay, so short name of an element. For example, in order to, instead of writing World Health Organization, we write WHO. So short name. So it will be easy for us to learn also, and it saves our time also and memory. Similarly, symbols are short name of elements. Short name of element. Okay. So who gave whatever symbols we have, whatever symbols we are using, who gave these symbols for the first time? It is Swiss chemist XAVIER'S gave these symbols. So nowadays, who is taking the responsibility of assigning symbols to elements? It is IUPAC. So what is IUPAC? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So today we will do these symbols in detail. So last time I said you symbols are assigned to different elements in three ways. Number one, symbols of elements represented by the first letter of English name. That means first letter of their name. Some of the elements are there whose symbols are given by the first letter of their English name. First letter. So what is the first letter of carbon? C. So its symbol is C. And what is the first letter of nitrogen? It is N. So I'll be writing here N. And what is the first letter of phosphorus? It is P. So I write P. So whenever I write C, by these two things can be understood. Number one, when I write C, then it means it is an element carbon. Number one, what is understood? It is an element. It is name of the element. And number two, what we'll understand from there? One atom of carbon. So by this symbol C, what are the things I will understand? Number one is an element. An element, that is here it is carbon. An element, carbon. And number two, an atom of carbon. So two things I will come to know whenever I see the symbol. So symbol stands for element and one atom of that element also. So two things we can understand by seeing the symbol. Number one is it is short name of an element. Number two is it is an atom of that element. So C means element carbon and one atom of carbon. So what is the first letter of the name oxygen? O. So the symbol for oxygen is capital letter O. And the symbol for iodine, what is the first letter? I. So it is I. And what is the first letter of boron? It is B. So this is B. And what is the first letter of fluorine? F. So I will write F. Now what is the symbol for the sulfur? Sulfur. What is the first letter of this sulfur? S. So this is S. Now it was very simple. These kind of symbols, the elements whose first letter itself is its symbol, it is easy to write. We will see the first letter and we will write. Now, second type. Symbols of the elements represented by first and another letter of their English names. Now here what we do? We write first letter, that is compulsory. We write first letter and then any other letter from the name. Any other letter from the name. So first letter, capital letter, and any other letter from the name will be writing in small letter. First letter has to be capital, second letter has to be small. So let's see now, let's do. For aluminium, what is the first letter? A. And second letter L. So we write L small. So it is aluminium. Will not write Al. This is not the symbol of aluminium. So we write Al. Then for magnesium, M, and any letter from rest of it, any letter from the name. M will be writing. Then among these letters, any letters. So what is written? What will keep here? G. G is here. So G is small letter. Then for cobalt, C capital, and O, small O. Cobalt. Then nickel, capital N, and capital N is already used here in nitrogen, so we cannot write simply N. So second letter is I, so we use this I here in small letter. Then barium, capital B, and small a. So this is barium. Then for bismuth, capital B and small I. So bismuth. Then for bromine, capital B, small r. Bromine. Then for chromium, capital C, small r. So capital C, small r. Chromium. Then for helium, capital H and small e. So helium. For manganese, M, G we cannot write, so we will go for M. So first letter M, second letter M. M is the symbol for manganese. Then for neon, N, E, neon. Lithium, L, I. Beryllium, first letter is B, so we write B, and second letter E, so we write E. Beryllium. Then for silicon, first letter S, second letter I, silicon. So why we are writing Si here? Because S is already used here in sulfur. So for writing symbol there is no rules. They gave like this, that's why we have to learn like this. So these are the symbols of those elements, okay, for which we are taking the first letter and the second letter from the name. First letter we write capital, second we will write in small letter. Now third type, symbols of elements derived from their Latin names. So some of the elements are there whose symbols are derived from their Latin names. So number one, sodium. So sodium, what is the symbol of sodium? We know that is Na. Sodium symbol is Na. But here in sodium there is no N and there is no A. So you may think how it come. So it has come from the Latin name natrium. So what is the Latin name of sodium? Natrium. First letter N, second letter A. So natrium. Then potassium, we write K, the first letter only. So why here we are not giving first letter only? Because N is already used in this case of nitrogen. So we have to give Na. Then for iron, ferrum. So F. If I write F, it will be wrong because no two elements can have the same symbol. What is the thing we need to understand? No two elements can have same symbol. All elements, each and every element has unique symbol. So we cannot write here F because F means fluorine. F means fluorine. So what is the second letter then? E. So we write F E. So for iron, there is no F and there is no E, but then also the symbol is Fe. So how come Fe? By its Latin name ferrum. Then for copper, C U. I cannot write C only because C is already used for carbon. So C and the second letter is U. So Cu. Cuprum. Then silver, argentum. So A G. Now you must be thinking why not AR? Because here if I again add 1, that is 15. If I have to write argon, then here I will be writing argon. So argon is already used here, AR. That's why I cannot write here AR. So the second letter is G. So AG. So argentum symbol is AG. Then gold, aurum. Gold Latin name is aurum. So AU. Similarly, there are few more elements whose symbols are derived from their Latin name. For example, plumbum, lead. Its Latin name is plumbum and the symbol is Pb. Then hydrargyrum, mercury. Latin name is hydrargyrum. So symbol will be at Z. So that's it. Hope you will learn these symbols, elements, and then most important is Latin name of the elements. Latin name of the elements you will be learning. So this much for today. Thank you.